I know that voice from anywhere. Hi.
Wang Shu-in now hiring. Urgently seeking one temporary chef willing to pay top Mora salary negotiable.
Salary negotiable? I'm down.
Look, Traveler, an urgent hiring notice and they're paying top Mora too! Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that.
Strange, why would Wang Shu-in suddenly need a new chef? Oh, did something happen to Smiley?
You're right, it is strange. Do you think something happened to Yan Xiao? Cause that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen. Doesn't exactly seem like the type to hire help. The notice says interested parties should go upstairs and talk to the innkeeper Huayan. Should we go and see what's up?
You want to check up on Xian Xiao, or do you just want to check up on how much the job pays, don't you?
Well, that. And to check up on Yan Xiao, of course.
I love how Paimon's being people shy.
Boss, there's really no need for this. It's just a little burn, that's all. It won't get in the way of my work.
Oh, he got injured. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Perhaps not, but continuing to work will only hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days. We'll figure something out.
Huayan! Yan Xiao!
Oh? Traveler and Paimon! What brings you to this neck of the woods?
We saw your hiring notice downstairs.
And we decided to come check up on Yan Xiao.
The side-eye is crazy.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that notice. It's really nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I swear.
How kind of you. My thanks to you both. And thanks on Yan Xiao's behalf too. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Yan Xiao. Just tell them what happened.
Oh, all right. Well, basically, we had a lot of guests pouring in for the lantern rite. Things got busy, I started rushing, and I ended up accidentally burning my hand while plating a dish.
Oh, okay. No, I get that. Smiley, don't push yourself, right? I get that. Like, as someone who did work in food service, like, that happens a lot. That doesn't sound like you.
Well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough and you're bound to get burned. Even the best chefs slip up sometimes. Anyway, it's nothing, just a tiny burn. I can still...
Now, I don't want you pushing yourself. You'll only make it worse, and then you'll be looking at more than just a couple of days off to recover.
But the lantern rite's only just finished, and we're still getting tons of guests. Now's not a good time for me to rest. Plus, lots of the guests are visiting from other nations. We can't just bring in some random chef off the street. We have a reputation to uphold. I refuse to let someone else ruin the good name we've made for ourselves here.
First of all, that's kind of wild. I get chef. That's so rude. They're boyfriends? Maybe. Well, let's play this out. Let's see what's going on.
Listen to you. Anyone would think that you're the boss and not me. But he's not wrong. Yan Xiao was one of the favorites in the Masterful Chefs tournament. No matter how you look at it, his are big boots to fill.
I don't mean to boast, but any chef of my caliber probably has their own restaurant to look after. It's not going to be easy to find someone who's got the skills and has the time to help us out.
Looks like we might have to increase the pay we're offering even further.
Traveler and Paimon immediately like, money? Money?
Do we know anyone that's a good chef and has the time to help out?
Oh no, whoever could it be? Sometimes the answer you're looking for is right under your nose.
Oh, of course, you!
Thank you, Paimon, Jesus.
Oh, right. Yes. Now I think about it, I do recall hearing good things about your cooking ability. I suppose I'd added you to my mental list of people who can hold their own in a combat situation, but forgot you can cook.
Why are you even keeping a mental list of people who can fight?
We're in a swamp. There are probably monsters here.
Maybe a story for another time. More importantly, I'm sure Yan Xiao would be comfortable leaving his kitchen in your hands, if anyone's. What do you think, Yan Xiao?
Well, since it's you, I suppose that's better than anyone else.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we do it?
You said something about increasing the pay. Never thought I'd see the day when Xianxiao leaves his kitchen.
I should warn you that cooking for customers is quite a different ballgame from cooking for yourself, so I'll stick around the kitchen over the next few days to help smooth things over.
Oh, so he's not leaving the kitchen after all?
I believe there's some spare kitchenware here at the inn. Boss, would you mind?
Of course, of course. I'll take care of it.
Oh. I like the sound effects for
Hold
it,
on.
though.
Come, take a look. This
We
was
got a
made
whole
with your
setup.
measurements in mind.
With my measurement, that's fast. I'm not gonna lie. The carpentry's incredible. You missed your true calling.
Ah, it's nothing. A little handicraft and elbow grease goes a long way.
You built a
All
stove.
right, Yanxiao. I'll leave you to take it from here.
My guy, you built a stove.
You really went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original? Boy, you really hate when people touch your stuff, huh?
No, it's nothing like that. As boss always says, hire who you trust and trust who you hire. I just thought the original setup might be a little, tall for you.
You calling me short?
Anyway, as I was saying, cooking for guests is different from cooking for yourself. Not only do you have to execute on taste, aroma, and appearance, but you also need to ensure speed, precision, and consistency. Having the right equipment is a big part of that. Ill-suited equipment doesn't just make the job more tiring, it also slows you down. And paying customers don't have unlimited patience. Sometimes cooking is all about being well prepared. That's how you ensure speed.
Okay, and what about precision and consistency?
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a particular cut of meat, how much oil to use, how to tell when a dish is done cooking. When you cook for yourself, you can always add salt if it's too bland or add water if it's too salty. You can tweak the taste as you go, but in a restaurant, there's not that much room for trial and error.
That is true. I'm not too worried about that, I guess.
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpar dishes by making sure they get properly disposed of.
Paimon eating all of my ingredients, part 3.
The final thing you have to focus on is consistency. You have to be able to handle the most challenging orders with the same level of technique and skill as the easiest ones. This is particularly important when you have guests from all over, each with their own tastes and preferences. You have to cater to their own dietary needs while also giving them the opportunity to enjoy our local delicacies.
This last point is making Paimon's head spin.
Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me once you get started. And of course, I'll be around to help you over the next few days. I don't think we'll have any trouble making all our guests feel right at home.
So is it chef time? Talk to Smiley and start work. Okay, work time, I guess.
There's no time to lose, so let's get started. I imagine you probably have a good handle on the cooking side of things already. What you need to pay attention to is remembering each table's order. Try not to get them mixed up.
Oh, buddy, I have the memory of a goldfish. You're not gonna get me there.
Oh, Paimon's memory is like a steel trap.
Are you sure?
This is gonna be a cinch.
Uh-huh. At the end of the day...
Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was onions, but no chilies. Table 2 was chilies, but no onions. And table 3 was, table 3 was chilies, but hold the chilies?
Snap out of it, Paimon, buddy.
Ah! Was Paimon just sleep floating?
You've been talking nonsense since about halfway through the day.
We didn't even get a break in the middle. Paimon's brain is turned to mush. Is it always this busy here?
Welcome to food service. Imagine getting breaks?
No, but this is peak season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first time serving guests at the inn. Luckily, all our customers were familiar faces this time around, so we didn't get any strange requests. Otherwise, today would have been even more challenging.
No strange request? Someone asked for almond tofu drizzled in soy sauce. Even Paimon has never tried that combination.
That's not the worst combination I've seen in my life, if I'm going to be honest.
It's a wide world out there. People have all kinds of different tastes. Being able to cater to all is the real essence of Liyue cuisine. Also, the thing about requests is that they're usually very specific. So as long as you do what they asked, you're unlikely to have any issues. What's really tricky is when guests give you free rein to do anything you want.
Excuse me. You still open by any chance?
Is that my baby boy? Is that my baby?
Paimon knows that voice. Let's go check it out.
Shut up. No way, no way, no way, no way. They came here?
What should we do? It doesn't look like anyone's here. If only we'd gotten here a bit sooner.
My son! My baby!
It's all right. If we start building a campfire now, we'll be eating before too long.
Right. Besides, if anyone's to blame, it's Linny.
Oh?
So busy being a greedy culture vulture that he lost track of time.
What do you mean being a greedy culture vulture? What's going on, Lynette? I need to know.
Linny, Lynette, Fremine, it is you!
Paimon? So, is the Traveler here?
I love how Remy is just like, oh, Paimon, but it's Traveler here. Like, that's crazy. Hi, Remy, my son!
Traveler, Paimon! What a nice surprise!
Oh yeah, and Traveler's boyfriend. No one look at me. Oh my god.
Paimon was gonna say the same thing. We're just lending a helping hand at the inn.
You filled the three of them in.
Anyway, so that's how we ended up here. But what about you guys? Don't tell us. Father sent you on another mission?
The father, like, when can I go on my own? I have my whole world to see.
No, quite the opposite, actually. We're in Liyue on vacation, and while we're here, I thought a cultural tour might be in order.
Father said we deserve some rest after everything that happened recently. Otherwise, it could jeopardize our next mission.
I see this is just Lantern Rite Part 2 because wasn't there another Lantern Rite where we kind of just had to make sure that everyone was resting? So
It's not every day we get this kind of opportunity. Linny thought it might be fun to spend some time in Liyue, especially since it's Lantern Rite season.
and the cultural tour Linny mentioned?
We could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Although, I think they call it conjuring here.
We have magic here?
In our time here, we've seen conjuring tricks incorporated into a Liyue opera show, and even a wushu dance. It was amazing.
Oh, kind of like, okay, so it's like sleight of hand stuff. So they watched Yunjin and they probably watched Gaming. Cute, okay.
So, we decided to stay here for a few more days to see what other forms of inspiration this land might have in store for us. We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continued our cultural tour in the area around here.
In the end, though, we lost track of time. We haven't even eaten anything yet.
Linny is so sad. Like, we haven't eaten anything at all. I want food. Like, poor Lynette.
And speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine cuisine, but it's cooked very differently here. We simply had to try some local seafood after coming all this way. That's another reason why we decided to extend our trip.
Oh, need any recommendations? What have you tried so far?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds bland, but it's drowning in hot chilies.
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right, the name doesn't give much away.
It looked and smelled so appetizing that Lynette took a huge mouthful, blissfully unaware that she was about to set her mouth on fire. She could barely speak for the rest of the day after that.
We love sibling core for real, for real.
Luckily, that wasn't a huge adjustment for her.
Aww. That was different.
What? Aren't you guys hungry too?
Yes, a little.
Yes, I'm ready to eat. Traveler, I'm afraid we'll have to send you back to the kitchen now.
No problem. What would you like?
Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend something? You should be pretty familiar with our tastes.
Okay, I'll figure something out. Is this a boyfriend test? Like,
One more thing. Please, if you have a heart, don't make it spicy.
poor Lynette can't handle spice. She like me for real, for real. Oh, what do you guys say?
I thought the blackback perch stew was actually pretty tasty.
Fremenade like spicy food?
And now that you know it's spicy, you won't be caught off guard, right? Why don't we give it another chance?
Once was more than enough.
Oh, she's scarred. Damn, not her being scarred like this. That's crazy. Okay, so we have to make food is what I'm hearing. Talk to Smiley. Here you go.
Fontaine, huh? No wonder they can't handle too much spice. Still, if we make the food too bland, they might as well be eating back home.
Oh my god! Now you insulting Fontainian food like that. What do you recommend?
There's this crab and shrimp stir fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks. It has a light but really satisfying flavor.
Ooh, that sounds perfect! What's it called?
Well, this is where it gets interesting. They call it the Palace Jewels. The crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of gold, and the shrimp meat like chunks of jade.
That's a pretty enigmatic name.
Here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead and give it a try.
We get a new recipe? In each challenge of the receiver from friends from afar, you must continuously prep, mix, and cook to make a dish that the guest wants. After you begin prepping, the indicator on the slider will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points to the corresponding area, click on the button to mark one instant of success.
Could it be true?
After you begin mixing, hold the button to make the indicator bar move over the sliding ring. When the indicator bar points to the prompted area, release the button to mark one of the successes. After you begin cooking, the indicator on the slider will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points to the corresponding area, click on the button to mark one instant of success. Am I reading the same thing over and over again? Once cooking is complete, you can plate and decorate the dish. We have to decorate it? 3 elements of dishes can be decorated. The tableware, the accessories, and the add-ons. Okay, each element has several decorations to choose from. Okay. So I'm cooking. Okay, let's see. The Palace Jewels. Required ingredients: shrimp, crab roe, calla lilies, eggs, and flour. The fresh dish cooked for shrimp meat, crab roe, salt, and snapdragon, not calla lilies. Some people say of this dish, crab roe is like pearls of gold, shrimp meat, and chunks of jade. The mild flavors of this dish can make it suited for those who want to taste the essential flavor of seafood. Some have rated this dish as such. What do you get when you put crab on shrimp and add freshness onto freshness? A sumptuous and flavorful dish. The tenderness of shrimp and the crab's flour glutinous grains grants it freshness, deliciousness, and the perfect mouthfeel. The crab roast shines brighter than gold, and the shrimp glimmers like gems, forming a jeweled table fit for a palace. Okay, we cooking. Oh, that transition was nice. Okay. Chopping? Step 1, prep. Press at the right moment to prep. Okay. I'm chopping. Scrimps. Okay. Okay, so it's like one of the Cookie Mama mini games, honestly. Do I actually have to use skimps? Because I don't have a lot of crab roe, I think. Oh, wait. I really like that they're just transitioning this. It's nice. Okay, mixing. I start. After holding, release at the right moment to mix. Okay. So I just time it. Oh, I don't like the sounds. I really don't like the mixing sounds. They're so goopy. Not you chopping up my shrimp brethren. No, they gotta go in the dish. We're all shrimps here, okay? Okay, press the right moment to cook. I love the walk sounds, though. The walk sounds are really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever did the foley for that is really good. Okay. Swap ornaments. Okay. We have to plate the dish. Okay, so it's red. So we gotta go with like a red. This one looks cute. Okay. This one also looks really cute. I like the red plating more. It looks better. I like this one. Oh, this one is so cute! The finches! Oh, I'm giving that so that for Fremi. I think that'd be cute. Finished plating. This looks so cute! Oh, I love them!
Sorry for the wait. This dish is called the Palace Jewels. Enjoy.
That looks so good. I want that. Also, this looks delicious. It's literally just stir-fried shrimp, and I hope they have rice with it. Lene, it's fine. It's not spicy, I swear.
Yes. We meant to say, you two must be tired after a long day of work. Do you want to eat with us?
Is this a date?
Oh, now that you mention it, Paimon is a little hungry. Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse?
But we still gotta let our guests enjoy the first bite.
Oh, right. Of course. You're still our customers. Why aren't you eating?
Do they not like shrimp?
The sauce looks a little overpowering.
Lene, it's fine.
According to Liyue custom, it's probably good table manners to let someone else go first.
Oh, Fremi knows. Fremi knows, though. Lene always has to be the one to do the first step.
Delicious, traveler. I guess I'll dig in first. Here goes.
What is it? Do you need some water?
Lene immediately on the jump, just like, is it spicy?
No, it's delicious. The flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the natural flavor of the seafood. Try it for yourself.
Wow, were y'all skeptical of my cooking? That's kind of crazy.
All right.
What is that? Crab roe?
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
Lene is losing his mind, and I love that for him.
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious mouthfeel.
The is so cute.
The crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewels.
So that's where the name comes from. Huh. I suppose it's quite fitting then.
Was Paimon always this well spoken?
She memorized what the recipe said.
This dish must be right up your alley, Lynette. Huh?
It's half gone already? When did that happen?
Probably when you were too busy yapping away.
I heard that in Liyue. The biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate. It's delicious. Thank you ever so much.
Lene sounds like Chongyun when she tried Diona's drink during the poetry event, right?
Wait, don't fight over it! Hey, leave some for Paimon!
We can just cook more Paimon. Oh,
Let me guess where you're
they went everywhere. Okay, Remy.
I think I'm finally getting the hang of chopsticks.
Practice makes perfect, huh, Fremine?
Yeah. Well, Linny and Lynette picked it up in no time, but they're naturally dexterous. Unlike me, it's taken me a lot longer, but I'm slowly getting there.
Listen, go ask Child. He still can't get chopsticks down, so...
Speaking of chopsticks, in one of the shows we've seen here, someone performed a conjuring trick using a bowl and chopsticks. So, if I want to be a good magician's assistant, I need to keep practicing.
Oh, he's so cute. All right, what do you have to say?
Lynette's not usually so forthcoming about what she likes. But this time, well, she's expressed it in more ways than one. I guess you've rubbed off on her too.
Two?
Or maybe your cooking is simply too delicious to resist.
Are you referencing about someone else?
The next time our paths cross in Fontaine, you'll have to fire up your cooking skills for my other siblings as well. How does that sound, oh great master chef?
He's gonna invite me in to see his family? We're on a date, guys. Whenever you're free, just set the date. And also, it's a date.
Oh yeah? Well then, I'll have to clear my schedule.
We're on a date, guys. You love to see it. Where's Lynette, actually? Where'd she go? Hello? Lynette? Don't tell me you're downstairs. I'd rather not. Unless you're talking to Smiley. That could be what's going on. Oh, there you are. Hi, buddy.
Calorie surplus detected. Digestion mode engaged.
I've never seen you eat so much.
Yeah. Well, Winnie and I are usually careful about what we eat because we have to stay in performance shape. That, plus it's generally bad manners to overindulge at the dinner table. But once in a while, it's nice to treat yourself in the company of family.
Peepo shy. She thinks we're family.
Besides, if I'd waited until my brothers were finished trying to out-polite each other, the food would have gone cold.
Oh. She's so cute. Honestly, as you should. You love to see it. Okay, where's Smiley? Hey, we did a good and they liked it.
So your friends like the dish, huh? Well done. Not bad at all for your first day on the job. There'll be more to come, so keep it up. Morning. The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have nothing but good things to say about you. I have to admit, I was a little worried about throwing you right into the deep end, but it looks like you've got what it takes to handle the day-to-day here. So it should be plain sailing. Well, just as long as you don't run into any extremely picky customers with unreasonably specific requests.
Is that Faruzan?
Oh, have you had someone like that before?
Of course. The worst are those old scholars who have barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert.
The side eye is kinda crazy.
They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original, or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't in their beloved centuries-old version of the recipe.
Now you saying all this, and Faruzan is right there.
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment.
Ugh. I know that voice. Hi, Faruzan.
Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most
wings?
expensive ones.
You got money for that, Faruzan? That's crazy.
Faruzan! Oops, Madam Faruzan.
Oh my! Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing here?
We could ask you the same thing. Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing?
Imagine having money.
What are the most expensive things on the menu?
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators in need of an onboard consultant as they travel the world.
No, is that Dory? No wonder why she got the money now.
Madam Farazan, please, slow down. None of us slept last night.
Oh.
How come Madam Farazan still has so much energy? If she's really over 100 years old, I don't understand how she keeps going.
I'm gonna side-eye Dory for a bit. I will literally serve anything to Layla. She deserves everything, okay?
It's all my fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be paying the expenses.
Yeah, because you got money, bro.
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never would have bet on this combination.
Why don't you all take a seat and catch your breath? You invite this three to sit in and explain that you're helping out Wang
Temporary
Shuin.
chef, huh? Wow. No rest for the wicked.
You calling me... I mean, I guess she's calling me a bad but...
Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all in Liyue again? consultant?
I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation
She bought a
technology.
yacht?
If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge business potential.
She bought a yacht.
Right now, we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dorman Port.
Dorman Port mention. Dorman Port mention. Okay, so when we're gonna get Dorman Port, though?
Oh, Madame Farazan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Clouds all of last night to put the system through some stress testing.
That sounds like some illegal overtime. I hope that you're paying them.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. Willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
It better be.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the expenses is part of the compensation, isn't it? No wonder Madame Farazan is going for all the most expensive dishes.
Some reason I don't believe the greedy Mora Goblin. You're kinda right.
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Now, first up, we'll have the... Farazan. Madam Farazan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most expensive dishes on the
wink?
menu,
Okay.
you must remember that most expensive does not always mean best. I've heard that the most expensive dishes in Liyue are usually either seafood-based or take an exceptionally long time to prepare.
Okay, it sounds like you just don't want to pay.
Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can so much as look at another piece of seafood again for at least the foreseeable future.
Okay, but I'm sorry, Leah dishes are mostly seafood, so I don't know what you're talking about. We're ordering the most expensive right now.
That's actually a good point. Not to mention that poor Layla here looks like she's about to faint from hunger.
Huh? Oh, that's not because of hunger.
Yeah, you tell him, Layla.
Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Farazan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste away. Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked?
You are.
So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Over to you, Traveler.
Oh, it's okay. I know a very expensive dish that you have, buddy. What do y'all say, though?
No seafood and nothing that takes too long to cook. The rest is up to you. I had my eye on Adeptus Temptation, bamboo shoot soup, and golden shrimp balls, but I suppose I'll have to wait for the next time. But that could be years from now.
I feel like you should order Adeptus Temptation and shrimp balls at least. Like, come on.
Aw, Madame Farazan looks so deflated all of a sudden. Please still try to choose dishes on the expensive side, okay?
She's so sweet. Oh, poor Layla. Oh my god, you're right. Her feet don't touch the ground. But also Layla's... just the tippy toes of her feet touch the ground. But Dory's feet does not touch the ground. All right, what does Smiley have to say about this? He probably knows an extremely expensive beef dish, because beef can be expensive.
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu. Do these people get a kick out of being impossible to please?
Dory is a billionaire, so yes.
Ugh, that Dory! Is she doing this on purpose?
I bet more that she is.
This isn't Lioli Pavilion or Xinhua Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a special reservation. Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest.
Which is what?
As it happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen. One plate usually goes for 30,000 mora.
Okay, we'll get money, so you might as well make profit.
1,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes it so special?
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise control over the heat.
Okay, so how do you think that I have good knife work, though? That's like skills that you actually do need to hone.
You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads. Knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavors that come through layer by layer. This dish is unique in offering a harmonious blend of multiple kinds of meat, all cooked to perfection, while still bursting with their own distinct flavors. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Okay, so it's like a stir fry, which is interesting.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! So this dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's expertise!
Do you think I'll be able to pull it off, though?
Nah, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
Okay, so he got this knife work. That's fine.
Believe in yourself. You can do this! And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it.
I don't want to give any to you, Paimon. Okay, so chef time. We cook. Let's see. Okay, so ham, beef, chicken, salt and pepper? That's actually pretty easy. A stir-fried dish made from a variety of meats that has layers and entire floors of flavor. Simple ingredients, unique creativity, and an intricate cooking process to make this unparalleled delicacy fit for any gourmet seeking the finest of flavors. They say that in Iliad, the lutes have 5 strings and the flutes have 7 apertures. And this dish is correspondingly made with 5 meats and 7 side dishes. That said, it is doubtful that any chef could make a dish as complicated as the story claims. Okay, so it's really just a strong meat dish. Because it's like every kind of meat minus seafood. I can do that. It's not too bad. How much meat goes in this dish, though, is a question. Okay. We got all the shredded meat. Did they change the animation for this? No, they're about the same. Okay, now the mixing sounds. The goopy fun. Why is it going backwards? The goopy mixing sounds. I missed it. That's so rude of you, first of all. Okay, no, it's the same liquid that comes out the bowl. And then you cook it twice, or at least you stir fry it twice. Okay, so it's done. What does it look like? Oh, wait, I know this dish. I actually do know this dish. It's an IRL dish. Let's see. Swap. I don't know. I think this one looks nice. And then we can pair it with... I think the lantern is cute. And then I love the bird one. Tea. I think like tea would go nice with this. All right, let's see what they got to say about this.
Food's ready. Please enjoy.
Oh, the zoom out was so disorienting.
Ooh, smells delightful. Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten breakfast yet? If not, why don't you join us at the table?
Wow, Dory being courteous is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Did Dory just offer us a free meal? When did she become so generous?
No, for real.
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal.
That's why.
Come on, sit down and join us. Everyone, dig in.
That makes sense. Business always takes place during dinner, so that makes a lot of sense.
This dish looks simple enough, and I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much. Worst case scenario, maybe 10,000 mora?
Oh, sweetie pie. That's not what it is.
This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. So sleepy. I
just want to eat up and get to bed.
Aw, Layla's just like saw you for real, for real. So tired. So sleepy. Nap time. Everyone begins to eat, each harboring their own... Okay, I can't read that one.
Foul? Oh, wait. No, the texture is more like shroom boar.
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too. Quite marvelous. How is this made?
The eyeball shaking was not like what I expected. The smokiness from the ham, that was my addition.
Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere.
Oh. Haha! So you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is kneaded from several different kinds of meat. Paimon and Yanxiao put in a lot of effort to make it just right.
Right? Share, please?
So I'm not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking times? How is everything in this dish cooked to perfection?
She's so smart, you love to see it.
Well, you see, that's a trade secret.
I know some special cooking techniques.
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
Ah, Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat are woven together. And also,
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Akin to the harmonies of a musical ensemble. The name, if I'm not mistaken, is a Liyue idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both stringed and wind instruments playing together. Quite an apt name for this dish.
how did you know all that?
Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate. Wait, is that not a requirement anymore?
I'm sorry, 20 languages.
Huh? Oh, that used to be a thing?
Oh, Paimon almost forgot that you're also from Haravatat.
So, anyway,
The side-eye?
how much does this dish cost?
Do you want to know?
Oh, don't worry, not too much. That'll be 30,000 more, please and thank you.
The smile is crazy.
30,000? About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you.
That's kind of crazy that you would say that. Wow, just shut up, bro.
So, perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
What a scammer. No, for real.
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true.
30,000 more assuredly isn't outrageous for the most magnanimous Lord of Sangama Bay.
Yeah, as a famous merchant, you've got a reputation to uphold.
We can't have people finding out that you were trying to cheap out on a meal that you invited us to. You know, us, the illustrious main character traveler.
But every single mora matters, you know?
Oh my god, then you should have thought about that before ordering this dish.
All right. I'll just consider that the cost of learning about this dish. Once I'm back in Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the dish. And then I'll make it all back.
Okay, sure thing, buddy. She paid more for that project she commissioned Kaveh, didn't she? Yeah! She has money.
I feel so much better now that I've gotten some food in me. Delicious food really does wonders for one's spirit.
I never thought you'd take on such strenuous work.
My advisor said that young people shouldn't stay cooped up in the academia all the time. They told me that I should take the chance to get out and see the stars in other skies.
They said go touch grass is crazy.
Maybe I can think of it as my first internship experience. But it sure is exhausting.
She's just a little EP. It's okay. You're just EP sometimes.
Now, how should I justify a high price tag for a dish without any fancy ingredients? Maybe start by giving it a fancy-sounding name?
By the way, the whole spiel about no seafood and not taking too long to cook.
I should have known you'd see through me. Everyone was exhausted and seasick when I made the offer last night, so I figured they probably wouldn't be able to eat all that much today. Well, you saw how that turned out.
Wow, you're not feeding your employees? That's kind of crazy.
I tried placing some limitations on the order to keep costs under control, but you still found a way around my schemes. That's what I get for not thoroughly researching the market beforehand.
Hey, you're not even paying those too much of a salary. Just treat them fairly next time and don't be so stingy.
You're the one to talk Paimon. You freeload whenever you get the chance.
Well, yeah, but that's why Paimon's qualified to talk about this.
That's crazy. Couldn't be me. Not Paimon totally freeloading, but okay. Okay, Paimon.
Even though I didn't get to try Adeptus Temptation or Bamboo Shoot Soup, this trembling strings and rushing reeds was still quite impressive. Thank you for making it.
I never thought you'd take a job away from any ruins.
Well, about that. Even though newfangled contraptions are hardly my cup of tea, Dory's offer was quite enticing. She said that every time we stopped at a new harbor, I'd be free to go and pick out some ancient books at the market and bring them back to Sumeru.
Interesting. So she's bribing with, hey, do you want stuff? I will give you stuff.
I couldn't resist an offer like that. So I offered to join for the lowest possible pay to undercut all my Ksharawar competitors.
Oh, she sliced her own salary for that? That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. What do you gotta say, though?
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work.
Oops, sorry. You and Paimon work flat out till closing time serving customers, and it doesn't let me read the rest.
Morning. Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Thanks again.
With days of experience now under your belt, the work becomes second nature.
Great work. Well, you're looking more like a head chef every day. Whatever crazy characters come walking through that door, I know you'll be able to handle them.
Okay. So every time Smiley has said something about someone coming in, it's always been in reference to what they're about to order or their personality. So let's see. The first time he came in, they were just like, he was like, oh, there's going to be people that make really outrageous requests. And then the siblings walked in and they made an outrageous request. The second time, he was saying like, oh, some of these people are so stuck up. They kind of pretend that they know everything about themselves. And that's when Farazan showed up. So now he's saying crazy characters. And the only person I can think of right now is Ito. Are we going to see Ito?
Wait, no! Every time you say something like that, you jinx it!
Oh, I'm just Paimon now! But Paimon's right!
Hey, that's not true. Anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
I know that voice from anywhere. Hi, Max Middleton!
Dude, what up, bro? I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a Brody and a Zoomin fellow. Wait, did I say that right?
Almost. I think you meant fellow Inazuman abroad, boss.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for each other when we're this far from home, don't we, Ayato?
Ayato? Why is Ayato here? Okay, I can understand Ito. Ayato being here is a wild take. Ito really is Mr. Worldwide. Honestly, he is adorable. I love him so much. Listen, we predicted everything that was about to happen, truly. Also, we love Kuki in this house. His laugh is just, anyway.
Oh, Bull Checker! What are you doing here?
Huh? Oh, hey, Flying Lavender Melon! Of the sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my compadre, too! All my buddies in one place! God, today's my lucky day!
Honestly, why is Ito and Kuki here? Because, like, last event with the Beetle event, Kuki was just like, okay, we need to leave. We have to go back to Inazuma. But they're already back? I'm so confused.
Didn't you say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue so soon?
I need to shut up because Paimon already has my lines, I guess.
Ah, that can wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me.
The side-eye
Right
from
now,
Cookie?
I got a more urgent situation to attend to. I'm in the mood for some good, spicy food.
The side-eye from Cookie is wild. You love to see it.
Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
The look on Shinobu's face seems to say, don't ask. What about you, Ayato? Where's Ayaka?
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came here as soon as I could, but alas, it was too late.
Yeah, you're kind of a patch off, buddy.
What? You missed it? Aw, man, what a bummer.
Bro, you were hosting the event.
Quite the bummer, indeed. Though
Please,
all is
not like
lost.
this.
Since you're here, you'll be able to tell me all about it.
Sure thing, my man. But let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef anyway? Hey, get the chef out here. I got compadres to feed.
Broski, I'm the chef.
Yeah, sure, me too. Wait, what?
Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
The main chef's another guy, bro.
Good one, compadre. You almost got me there. All right, well, get the chef out here.
You and Paimon go to the kitchen to fetch Smiley Xianxiao.
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the Palace Jewels, a Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, or...
Boss, don't forget the budget.
Yeah, okay. Got anything a little more, down to earth?
Down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
Humbly enough, huh? Huh, sounds like my kind of grub.
Bro,
We'll
you would
take
eat
that.
anything.
No need for anything fancy. We're all friends here.
You know what would be crazy if that dish has beans in it?
Excellent choice, Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows.
The way that Ayato is using Ito slang is crazy. Like, he sounds like a boomer trying to learn, like, new Gen Z slang, you know? Does Ito not like beans? No, so he's allergic to beans. In one of the events from 2.0, there's like a soybean dish that he was trying to win. And then because he's an Oni, he, of course, is allergic to them. So he drinks it and then kind of passes out. But this is also like in his story quest as well.
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose, because bros just knows.
Someone clip that. That's great. Someone actually had to write this line.
Is this for real? Ah, whatever. Paimon's leaving you guys to it.
What are y'all gonna say, though?
Seriously, if I'd blinked, I would have missed it. Crimson Staff just launched itself at Bloom Pruner and sent it flying.
I'd expect no less of the bona fide Beetle Battle King himself. It sounds like a truly epoch-defining duel.
I love that, like, Ito is literally acting like the kid and Ayato is like the annoyed parent, just like, yes, child, I get it. We've been doing this for a while. I love that Cookie's all the way over here.
The air was getting stifling, so I made some excuses and slipped away. Anyway, thanks for taking the hint earlier. I'll fill you in later.
I'll fill you in later? What tea you got, buddy? What's going on?
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problems with this order.
Actually, why is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one humble dish is never enough.
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
But that means Ito can't eat it. It's tofu. It's made out of soybeans.
Wait, tofu's made of beans, isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that. Guess we should get them to pick something else instead.
What's the issue? I think I caught the word tofu.
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only. Never mind. I'll let it slide. Ma'am, could you possibly ask your boss to order something else instead?
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that Humbly Enough will be an everlasting symbol of our friendship, or my name ain't Arataki Ito!
The eye roll is crazy. Okay, that's wild. Let's go.
Hey, where's our food at? Hurry up! I'm almost done recounting the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
Oh, poor baby.
As you can see, changing the order may be a little difficult.
Can we just make another dish and then call it by the same name?
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
We're locked in now. We gotta cook in the dish. How about we throw some free appetizers in?
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
Or we can make it without tofu. Like, how important is tofu to this dish is my question. Bro's actually gonna eat it, though. Oh, it's just tofu. It's just deep fried tofu. No! Humbly Enough, a fragrant and nostalgic Leah-style dish. Number one choice for a hearty tucking in. This dish requires one to craft the colors and aromas of meat from tofu, which demands such of the chef's seasoning skills. Word has it that this dish was designed with those older folks with weakened teeth. Perhaps also a chef's duty to ensure that all the people can enjoy good food. Oh no, he's gonna eat it and he's gonna pass out. I can't do this, bro. Like, the first step in, like, food, like if you work in food service, is that you have to know their allergens. This is not good. I'm scared for Ito, like, right now. Okay, so we got all the ingredients. I'm so scared, bro. I kind of wonder what happens if we mess up on a dish. And just, like, what if we just don't serve it, you know? What if we just mess it up? What if I just mess it up? Hold on. Let me... If I mess this up here, right? Then he can't eat the dish. And then we'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like... No, it makes me restart. But I love his face, though. No. God damn it. I wanted to mess up the dish so that he doesn't have to eat it, and then it'll save his pride too. It's just tofu, my guy. It's just tofu. Let's do yellow and then a rock because Ito's dense as a rock. And then another rock because he's dense as a rock. This is my plating. Anyway. My perfectionist side doesn't want to mess it up, but my heart says don't give it to Ito. No, literally. Oh, Paimon's saying, like, the food's here. No! Ito, don't eat it. Ito, please.
Oh, so this is Humbly Enough. You guys don't mess around. Woo! Love me that portion size. Come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat first.
Polite? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style.
Woo, maybe let me dig in first.
Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Go on, dive in. I'll wait till last.
You, Paimon, Ayato, and Shinobu help yourselves, leaving behind very little meat.
I see.
I see Ayato picked that up. Thank you!
Finally, it's my turn. Woo-hoo! I spy a big chunk of deliciousness with my name on it.
Oh my god, Ito's face. This is giving me like Bowser from the Mario movie. Like, that's the same kind of expression.
Wait! Don't!
Huh? What is it now?
I'm sorry. The way Paimon said wait, don't is crazy. My god. You got this, Paimon. You know the drill.
Okay, here goes. Anyway, so, Paimon forgot to tell you the really cool origin story of this dish.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from? We all know where it's going. Am I right? Down the gullet!
This is just lore skippers when they actually have to read the story.
Skipping the origin story is like going traveling without a tour guide. Trust Paimon, you get way more out of the experience after you hear it.
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Well, can't have that going to waste. All right then, give me the full story. I'm all ears.
That's more like it. Let's start with the ingredients. Actually, no. Let's start with the story of Wang Xuan, which starts with the history of Dihua Marsh.
Oh my god.
Now's our chance, traveler.
Got it. While Ito is distracted, you and Shinobu begin to gobble down the dish.
Man, the tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah, that's a good way to think about life.
Darn, there's no segue to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic? Well, good news is there's only a little bit left.
But we're already beyond stuffed.
Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Save me some dregs, why don't ya? That's it, I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Ito, please.
Wait, boss, that's made of...
One moment, Ito. I have a small request, if you would be so kind as to consider it.
Okay, Ayato's in on this. What's going on?
I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me. They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed out on this opportunity.
I hate how dramatic Ayato is, but also I love it.
However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly Enough back to them, I'm sure it will help to lift their spirits.
Oh, Ayato's so big brain. Take out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were waiting for the main course, including mine and Ayato's.
Huh? Oh, those were for you guys? Ah, dang it. I got too carried away telling that story, didn't I? In that case, pass my regards to your fan, bro. El Chefe, can we get the rest of this to go?
El Chefe is crazy, but... Oh, Ayato's so big brain for that. I appreciate him just for this one part.
Count Crushmore. Instant kill. I never knew there were so many elite beetle fighters in Liyue.
You didn't come for the Onikabuto fighting contest, did you?
Can you imagine? That would be tardiness of the most unfashionable variety. No, in truth, this trip is part business, part leisure.
How come you didn't come to Lantern right then?
Every visitor has their own agenda. For some, the festivities are all the more reason to visit. For others, all the more reason to avoid the crowds. In any case, one way or another, I seem to have ended up in the right place at the right time. Now, as for the leftover tofu... Yes, I'm sure Toma will dispose of it as he sees fit.
Toma will probably eat it. Does Ito still not know that Ayato's the head of the Yashiro Commission? No, he doesn't. He has absolutely no clue. He's just his bro, you know?
I have to get back to the docks as soon as this meal is done.
Why did you really come to Liyue then?
Well, thing is...
Y'all missed the boat, didn't you?
I can explain. Boss recently found work as a sailor, which allowed him to hitch a ride here.
Oh, Ito? Navigating ships? I don't know about that, Chief.
After the ship docked, he had some free time to do as he pleases. He's been using that time to hang out with Grandmaster Hanakato.
Just because he's here already! No other reason!
The no other reason part is a little bit suspicious, and I want to know what the other reason was, Shinobu. Like,
Looks like that's all sorted. All right. Take some time to collect yourself. The next big group is coming in.
Ito Beto team up? Honestly, that'd be amazing. The rest of the day passes without incident.
How time flies. My burns are almost healed now, so I should be ready to take back the kitchen tomorrow. You've really gone above and beyond these past few days. Last day today. Here's hoping we get through it without incident.
Okay. He's saying without incident, so I'm just like, something's going to happen. I wonder if it's Bennett. I wonder if Bennett shows up.
Why does Paimon feel like you just jinxed us again?
The day passes without incident. Never mind.
We made it all the way to the evening. It ended up being a pretty smooth day after all. Maybe it's because we've gotten so experienced at running this whole thing. We've come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Back then, we were struggling to remember who ordered what. But everything's a piece of cake now.
Don't get ahead of yourself. The day's not over yet.
Yeah, but who would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that Paimon thinks of it, Lenny and his siblings came around about this time the first day, didn't they?
This is an interesting cast of characters. Okay, so we have Eula, Amber, and Mika.
Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you two here.
Amber? And Eula and Mika too! Are you here for dinner? Why so late in the day?
Not the why is it so late in the day, but also very interesting that we have this particular cast of characters. You know, the 3 in Mondstadt that are always forgotten.
We just finished an escort mission for a merchant caravan. The original plan was to make do with some rations for this evening and continue our trek north towards Stonegate. But Captain Eula brought up the fact that none of us have eaten Liyue cuisine for quite some time. We thought we might as well swing by the inn and see if we can still order something.
Ooh, so this is Eula's treat, huh?
We've been eating the same rations for the entire trip, so I simply thought it was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, welcome to Wangshu Inn. May I take your order?
Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Why are you taking our order?
Why are you taking our order? Listen, I'm the manager here, so...
The Traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You came at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy her cooking before the original chef takes back the reins.
Did Paimon just say her? And for this, I guess they didn't switch the voice lines for them? Okay. I'm now Lumine, I guess.
Wow, really? Good thing Eula suggested we come here. I wouldn't want to miss this. So, what shall we get? I'm not as familiar with Liyue cuisine as I used to be. Mika, Eula, what are you in the mood for?
Anything goes. I'm just looking forward to trying the honorary knight's cooking for myself. I'm sure it'll be a great learning opportunity for me.
Something small, I suppose. We have to hit the road again after we eat. Beyond that, anything goes.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Eesh, this is like getting blood from a stone. All right, guess it's up to you, Amber. You name it, we'll cook it.
Huh? Then I guess... I don't really mind either. Anything goes.
Anything Goes the musical?
Ah!
Mika is a baby. I love him. What do y'all gotta say, though?
I'm sorry. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, I could pick from the menu at random, but I'd feel more comfortable leaving the chef to choose.
Oh, one thing. I know I said I don't mind what we have, but no alcohol, please. Neither of them can drink. It's a real pity.
Eula just wants to get smashed.
I've still got some sparkling water here.
How do you have we can have carbonated water here? I mean, we do have Fanta, which is carbonated alcohol. Well, a carbonated drink. But we have sparkling water in here? I feel like that's the most shocking revelation I've heard from Genshin today. We have sparkling water in Genshin. But we also don't have a lot of technology that we would normally have.
Anything goes, huh? Oh dear. This is a chef's worst nightmare. With no idea of your customers' palates, you're left to make a wild guess.
I mean, we could just make something like sticky honey roast and they probably like it, right?
Still, now that you've worked in the kitchen for so many days, I have faith that you'll be able to figure it out. Go on. Show them what you've got.
Let me think. What do they like? What could they be craving? Sticky honey roast. That's probably what happens. Do y'all say anything? while we're cooking things?
Judging from the look on your face, you've already figured it out. All right then, go ahead and show them what you've got.
Oh, I've been missing his lines every single time. I had no idea he voiced things. Oh, that's my bad. Okay. Anything goes. Meat, bamboo shoots, egg, rice, and snapdragons. Oh my god, I forgot its name. A simple dish filled with rich flavors that's straight from the wok, made from stir-fried ham, bird eggs, rice, and all manner of other ingredients. They say that the myriad of recipes for fried rice have resulted in being considered the first choice for those who don't know what to eat at the moment. Of note is the fact that this simple dish is, in truth, quite the comprehensive test of a chef's capabilities. Only skill and will, they say, will get you a dish that brings back memories of home. Okay, so we were making fried rice. You telling me this beef fried this rice? A shrimp fried this rice? Okay, so it's ham, which both of them like, because that's what is used in sticky honey roast. But bamboo is a choice. Not everyone likes bamboo. Although I would love to try this. I feel like I would love to try whatever this is. I just want fried rice now, honestly. The last time we're ever gonna have to hear this goopy ass stirring noise. There we go. Perfect. It looks so good. Oh, and then we can do... Which one have we not done? I don't think we did the lantern yet. Although I feel like this looks much better. And then I don't think we did the flower either, so we'll go with that. There we go. Finish plating.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned, and even the rice is bursting with flavor.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean feat. So tell us, traveler, what's this one called?
It's called... Paimon's guessing we can't just call it anything goes, right? Oh, hell, Paimon doesn't know how to explain this dish at all. It's got no name, it's just basic ingredients simply cooked.
It should be called F*** It, We Ball.
Basic ingredients? Simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put something fancy in here. Or gave it some kind of chef's magic touch.
My guy, it's called MSG. MSG S tier, okay? This isn't the finest dish in the world, but it's the one you need right now.
Not the finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now. Okay, you've lost Paimon. What do you mean?
You've been on the road for a long time, and you've only been eating field rations the entire time.
So you mean we only think this is delicious because we're so hungry? There's got to be more to it than that.
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food is a welcome change from cold, pre-prepared rations.
Oh, kinda like the feeling of waking up to the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning? Huh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's almost like we're back at Good Hunter again.
Aww!
But Good Hunter's in Mondstadt. Why make a point of trying Liyue cuisine if you can't even taste the difference?
Oh, I'm not talking about the taste. I just meant the feeling of comfort, you know? It's like the feeling of coming home.
The way Paimon got real mad about that, but also she's kind of right.
Comfort. Coming home. Well, Yanxiao did say we want to make our guests feel right at home.
What makes for a tasty dish is highly subjective. Everyone's got their own preferences. But the chef caters to all customers. And the chef's passion for putting smiles on customers' faces.
So in other words, the secret ingredient is passion?
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal.
Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Okay, but you can't really have a recipe without a name though, right? Have we come up with a name for this dish yet?
I haven't really thought about it so far. Do you have any ideas?
How about right at home?
Aww. What do they gotta say afterwards, though?
The rations we brought were adapted from my signature moon pies. To come up with something even tastier. I gotta hand it to you. You did a great job.
But moon pies have meat in them.
Please do drop by and try a few Stormcrest pies next time you're in town. I insist.
Okay. But how do you preserve meat like that? Meat goes bad really quickly. Amber?
Sorry. I zoned out just now. Didn't see you coming.
Got something on your mind?
Yeah. That food you cooked for us just now? It reminded me of the meals my grandfather used to make for me. I thought I'd forgotten how they tasted, but it all came rushing back. He used to make Liyue dishes all the time. I'd do my outrider training with him until the evening, then wait patiently at the dinner table. I'd sit there with the smell of delicious food wafting in from the kitchen, waiting for him to finally emerge with the goods. Sometimes we'd have Eula around for dinner, and even though she'd always find something to complain about, I could tell she really enjoyed the food.
So your grandpa was trying to set you up. And maybe that's why she suggested you come here for dinner?
Your words, not mine. Don't ask her about it. She'll only give you another earful.
Oh my god. Her grandpa was trying to set her up? That's kind of crazy. Couldn't be me.
Back when I was on the expedition with the Grand Master, I was often put in charge of cooking. Under the circumstances, I could only cook some pretty crude meals. But everyone still enjoyed them a lot. Maybe passion was the secret ingredient then too.
I love Mika just discovering himself. He's so cute. Oh! It sounds out here now.
There you are. Thank you for all of your hard work over the past few days.
My pleasure, assuming that I'm still being paid, that is?
Straight down to brass tacks, are we? Here, take it. I've thrown in a little extra as well. Call it a bonus. Hard work is rewarded here.
Yay! It's like all the tiredness and stress have suddenly melted away.
Every time I get my paycheck, it's just this.
I'm just lucky you only worked on this job for a few days. At the rate you were progressing, a few more weeks and I think I might be made redundant.
Well, I, for one, look forward to enjoying your cooking and many more times in the future.
Anytime. Bring some friends with you next time, and I'll show you all what Smiley Yenshao can do when working with both hands intact.
Don't say it like that! Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
Great! Although, just to be on the safe side, cook carefully in the meantime. You may have just jinxed it again.
Aw, recipe right at home. That's so cute.